Hey, 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 beautiful people. What a time to be alive. It's January 14th, 2013 at 10:38. Um, kind of interesting to see everything shifting these last few days, and today it's starting to heat up. Um, the Illuminati and the cabal, the powers that be, banking system, it's all getting exposed for what it is. And America is the United States with capital U and S, the corporation, is probably soon to be coming down, and maybe in these next weeks. And it is absolutely amazing to watch what all is going on, uh, that you're not going to see in newspapers or on television or in the regular media. And since that's all controlled by the guys who are coming down, it is too freaking cool. I'll put some links below this video on YouTube so you can go check it out and see what all is going on. It's also interesting to watch as the magnetics of Mother Earth continue to collapse, and the incoming CMEs, the photon belt changing the sun, the magnetic densities that we're in coming from the galactic center, how all that is affecting us. And I had a wonderful friend last night ask me, why is she so confused when these solar flares come in? And well, all of the solar flares, the CMEs, the magnetic band that we've just entered from the galactic center, that we might even call the cosmic stream density, all these are magnetics, and our brain works on magnetics. It's kind of like an 8-track or cassette tape, and if you introduce high intensity magnetics, like coming from the solar stream or the cosmic stream, or the CMEs coming in, and especially since the Earth's magnetic field is collapsing, it kind of erases the mental memory. It's formatting the brain. And many of us know that as we're choosing to step into 5D, a lot of people are just now stepping into fourth dimensional awareness. And fourth dimensional is using the astral and mental bodies in realizing that you have higher states of being that you can explore. Those of us that are choosing to step into 5D knows that the astral body, which is fourth dimensional, and it works with your gut instinct or your sacral chakra, and it gives you your sixth sense. The astral and the mental bodies are dissolving as we activate our hearts, the electromagnetic torrid that's around our field, our Merkaba, and we shift our consciousness from our head into our heart. The mental bodies and the astral bodies are dissolving. The pain body is it's been called, is dissolving, and we're merging into the light body. And that light field is expanding, and that light field is magnetics. And you don't really have to retain a bunch of information in your brain anymore. So because you're able to observe and read from the Akash, to go into your heart and say, this is what I need to know at whatever time, and ask for that information, and the whole Akash in the dimensional awareness that you're attuned to can all be brought forth for you to have an experience. It's like owning a library. It's like having the internet and all the information that you can find out there available to you at at all times. And if you looked at the brain and were trying to accumulate all that information, you couldn't hold that information. It's just too much information to be able to log into. So what's happening is those of us that are stepping into fifth dimensional living and expanding our light body, we're watching our astral and mental bodies collapse, the pain body collapse. Eckhart Tolle used to call it the pain body. I was in the feeling that we didn't want to have something that we called a pain body, because that might just inflict more pain on you by calling that forth. But anyway, it's dissolving for those of us that are shifting fully into 5D now. It is just amazing the energies that are incoming, and what ends up happening is we are going into 5D, and we activate our electromagnetic field that emanates from our heart. And there's two of them. I have a feeling there's many more, because I'm feeling it grow and grow and grow, the higher levels of light that I hold within my field, the higher levels of vibration I hold within my field. Many persons work with their masters or their guides, or whatever you want to call it, their archangels, or and what these people are not realizing is those guides and archangels are another part of you. A lot of the channelers are having problems right now because they do the channeling in the fourth dimension via their astral and mental bodies, but they have made the declarations that they wish to go to 5D. And so you see a lot of the channels kind of messed up right now. And the information has some ego, coming in it. It's like they're sliding from a pure message to something that they're utilizing also with their head, their ego. And it's interesting to see. I've seen some of my favorite channelers do this, and believe me, it struck off chords within me as I observed that, which I was reading their ego and seeing my own ego. And then having to come back and go, we would step up into the astral levels and have the conversations about what's going on, and about my perceptions of seeing them from a higher self level, and I would receive the information back on how they saw it too. And then we realized that's just ego, and we surrender to the love and know that it's all okay. That's not where we want to be. We want to be in touch with the whole, in the unconditional love and the realization of the unity, because we're all one. When there is only one being here expressing it in billions and trillions of different ways, throughout this universe, quadrillions of different ways, and everything is consciousness, and we are each individual fragments of consciousness trying to relate the truth of our experiences here. And so a lot of us who are stepping into 5D are having to recognize and release our ego, while many persons and many channelers who are very good say that we're stepping into 4D, and they're making that declaration, and by doing so they are living in 4D, and there is a separation between what it is they're channeling in themselves. 5D is the actual embodiment of all these higher selves, and the channeling that the guides that you fragmented from to come down here and have your physical incarnation experience. 5D is the embodiment of that, the bringing heaven's forces and earth's forces together, the bringing of all those parts that are you, which you are all that is. You are all that is. You are me, I am you, we are we, but we are one. in 5D, you're embodying the higher forces into your being in 5D and higher, and you're you're letting go of that mental and astral. You're letting go of that separation. You're letting go on it being to the exterior of you, and you are bringing it all to the interior. You're realizing that when you activate your heart chakra and your light body, that incorporates all that is, the whole universe and multiverses. It depends on your perceptions as to what limitations that you're going to experience. And that's why it's so critical just to remove all perceptions and just be. Don't think, just be. And if you need something at a certain time, go inside and ask it, because you are the one. You have all the answers within you, but you've got to learn to trust the answers. You've got to, used to, we would always have to have an idea and go look it up in books in the library or on the internet or ask a professional. Well, now you're becoming all that is. You are the professional. There is no one that's greater to you. You can have conference with individuals, but you don't have to think of anybody as above you or knowing more or anything like that. And it's really interesting to see. With the system coming down now, what we're witnessing goes back to a lot of my dreams that I've been having lately. As I go into dream state, I find myself at conference with many other individuals who are the way showers and I don't want to call it leaders, but we're the first wave coming through that's doing the expose of the whole system, bringing it down, holding the higher light, going through our spiritual ascension process as that first wave comes through. We've taken a lot of the hits, but we had to do this so that we could make the change that we're starting to witness come through on planet right now. And at night, I find myself going into conference and almost like meetings, kind of like what Laura Tycho talks about with the dream states, the aurora flights, how we meet together and do missions when we're in our night state, in our sleeps, how we leave body and we go do that. I'm starting to have very, very vivid memories all throughout 2013 now of doing exactly that. And a lot of the persons that I work with during the day, that I share information with, that that are themselves so determined in making these changes. They're holding the energies, they're doing the expose, they're taking the hits, they're standing up for it to hold the vision, to make this change, to bring this timeline into effect of the new and golden Aquarian age. These same persons that I do it with in the daytime, I'm doing it at nighttime. And a lot of this expose that's coming out is part of the dreams that I'm having. And have had. It's, many times we have dreams in our younger years, and then later on we watch that which we saw within the dream come to pass. That timeline actually manifests, and that's what we're seeing occur right here and now on Earth. And so, man, it is the most incredible time to be alive. We're going to have to continue the expose. I again say, come April 15th, when, people are supposed to be paying their taxes to the illegal IRS, if don't do it. Either stand up and say no because they're illegal, or file for an extension. And if everybody does this, we're going to bring it down. And I'm starting to have this feeling that we might see it all come down even before then. Same thing that I had in my first 2013 messages, saying I believe we're going to see that happen in the first quarter of 2013, and it's starting to look like that. It's all starting to take shape. Anyway, guys, it's all about feeling. It's all about light. Quit thinking. If you're confused, you're in your head. Get out of your head. Love y'all. Bye for now.